This radio station, Mountainside FM, we made a declaration that we will never refer to this land as Aotearoa until the people of New Zealand have had the chance to decide. So many middle-of-the-road solid New Zealand citizens actually gave us the thumbs up for that announcement, as they also dislike being manipulated by a dishonest and underhand movement to have our land renamed to Aotearoa by stealth. What these dickheads driving this program by stealth seem to overlook, that every time this name Aotearoa, is used out of context, it creates just a little more bad feeling towards the Maori by non-Maori. Now, what impacted me the most was the sheer number of people who expressed thanks each time we Mountainside FM have called out the idiot school teachers, the mainstream swamp media, the bureaucrats and the wokes that wish to have our nation's name changed to Aotearoa from New Zealand. We advocate for New Zealanders to be involved in making this decision. We have all learnt that this Labour government, along with its weak-willed, easily led supporters, have been arrogant in changing the name by de facto without any public discussion. Mountainside FM and so many of the listeners and supporters, with phone calls and emails and everyday folk just stopping me in the street, have expressed their disgust at this political-led mob changing our nation's name by stealth. Now, John Key, well, he was certainly not the brightest person we ever had in the Prime Minister's office, but even John Key knew the correct procedure when he wished to change our flag: a public binding referendum. The strength of feeling associated with this subject, no matter the perspective, necessitates that the government must take it to the people as National did with the flag. Furthermore, Labour must be willing to accept the results as National did when New Zealand voted to retain the flag. The only fault here, of course, is Marxists and communists never take notice of the majority and will bypass the Westminster system and our democracy in the name of Crazy Cindy. After that's said, there must be some Labour members of Parliament, surely there must be some members of Parliament, Labour members of Parliament, that still hold onto even a small vestige of personal decency and honesty, who agree with us that their fellow Ardern and Trench parliamentarians are not more enlightened than the people they govern. Surely Labour must be willing to listen to the people of New Zealand on this. They cannot go demonising those who would disagree with them. The majority of New Zealanders are now completely pissed off with this manipulation to a name change of New Zealand, led by a dreadful woke brigade supported by the Maori caucus within this government. Now take note, this Ardern Labour government will go down in history as the most idiotic and also the most dishonest government we Kiwis have ever experienced. Labour's dishonest support and its encouragement of any person, including government servants, to push the use of Aotearoa is in creating an ever-growing movement of voters away from this Crazy Cindy Labour government. It is becoming more and more apparent each and every day that this government from the next general election will probably be the last Labour administration in New Zealand for a very, very long time.